Looking for Alibrandi marked Melina Marchetta's debut as an author in 1992. Geared towards a young adult audience, the novel delves into the complexities of cultural identity, family dynamics, and the influence of generational patterns. Set in Australia, the story revolves around Josephine "Josie" Alibrandi, a 17-year-old girl of Italian descent. Josie is being raised by her mother, Christina, and her maternal grandmother, Katia, affectionately known as Nana. With a sharp tongue and a cynical outlook, Josie rejects her Italian heritage, feeling embarrassed by her grandmother's attempts to instill appreciation for their cultural background. The narrative commences with Josie engaging in a heated argument with one of her teachers at the Catholic school she attends. While she claims to have a good relationship with her mother, Josie resents her strictness and is similarly disgruntled by Nana's constant disapproval and insistence on upholding cultural traditions. Josie lacks a connection with her father, a subject that her mother and grandmother avoid discussing. She finds most of her peers at school snobbish and cliquish, harboring a particular disdain for an ignorant and racist girl named Carly Bishop. Nonetheless, Josie finds solace in her small circle of close friends, Sarah, Anna, and Lee. Amidst Josie's daily routine, she becomes infatuated with John Barton, a handsome and accomplished athlete hailing from a wealthy family at a neighboring school. Josie perceives a vast social divide between them, convinced that their differing backgrounds make their connection impossible. However, the dynamics of Josie's life change when her mother reveals that her father, Michael, has returned to town. The following day at school, Josie encounters Jacob Coote, a boy from another school who captivates her attention with his confident and charismatic public speaking skills, despite his working-class background. Jacob asks Josie out on a date, even though they appear to have little in common and clash frequently. Their initial outings are plagued by mishaps, but Josie finds herself irresistibly drawn to him nonetheless. After meeting her father, Michael, who is a barrister in town for a case, Josie displays a rude demeanor towards him. Michael claims he had no knowledge of Christina having a daughter with him, leading to further tension. Upset by the encounter, they angrily agree to keep their distance from each other. However, Josie swiftly breaks this promise when she loses her temper with Carly and strikes her with a textbook. Carly's father threatens legal action against Josie and her mother, prompting Josie to reach out to Michael for help. He arrives at the school, resolving the situation and shielding Josie from the consequences of her actions. Reflecting on her behavior, Josie acknowledges her unfairness towards her father. Michael extends an offer for Josie to work in his law office, and she accepts, using this opportunity to develop a better understanding of him. Meanwhile, Josie continues her relationship with Jacob while also forming a friendship with John Barton. Through their extensive conversations, Josie discovers that John, despite his apparent advantages, is deeply unhappy. His father insists on him following his footsteps into politics, a path John despises. Tragically, John takes his own life, leaving Josie shocked and horrified. Jacob provides comfort during this difficult time, understanding that Josie has lost a friend. On their way home from John's funeral, Jacob intervenes in an assault, solidifying their commitment to one another. At her grandmother's house, Josie confronts Nana about her attitude, leading to a revelation. Nana confesses that she was excessively harsh towards Christina when she became pregnant because she had experienced a similar situation. Nana herself had been trapped in a loveless marriage after having an affair and becoming pregnant with another man's child. Despite her lack of love for her husband, she remained in the marriage for the sake of her reputation and her daughter's well-being. Nana's anger towards Christina stemmed from her belief that Christina was throwing away the sacrifice she had made. Unaware of her mother's circumstances, Nana projected her frustrations onto her daughter and granddaughter, ultimately realizing the impact of her actions. Learning about her Nana's past and the sacrifices she made, Josie initially feels anger and views her as a hypocrite. However, as she reflects on the situation, Josie's perspective begins to shift. She recognizes Nana as a resilient woman who made difficult choices for the sake of her family. Josie develops a newfound appreciation for Nana's strength and starts willingly adopting some of her grandmother's values and traditions. When Jacob proposes the idea of expressing their love before marriage, Josie declines, influenced by the lessons she has learned from both her mother and grandmother's experiences. Their stories inspire her to consider the importance of commitment and the value of tradition. Amidst all the emotional turmoil, Josie faces the challenges of her high school exams, which hold significant weight in shaping her future. In this tumultuous time, she finds herself leaning on her family and Jacob in ways she never had before. With their support, Josie successfully navigates her exams, embracing her heritage and strengthening her bond with her family. Throughout this journey, Josie undergoes personal growth and begins to appreciate the wisdom and resilience passed down through her family. She embraces her cultural roots and realizes the significance of familial connections, ultimately shaping her path forward with a newfound sense of purpose and belonging. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.